Hello and welcome everyone. In our today's video session, we will see how to perform Tally Practical 3. But before starting with the Practical 3, you should already have completed Practical 1 and Practical 2. If you have not yet downloaded Tally ERP 9, the link for the same is given in the description below. If you want to download the Tally Practicals, you also have the link in the description. So without wasting much time, let us start with Tally Practicals. So I will open the Tally Practicals folder and I will open practical number 3. And then we'll minimize this PDF file and then go to the desktop and open Tally ERP9 application. So after Tally is open, so we have to go to work in education mode. The shortcut is Alt W. If you notice here, we already have created National Traders as well as Indus Enterprise in our previous two practicals. And now we'll be starting with the practical number 3. So let's start. Ensure that Indus Enterprise is activated in Tally. So let us go to Tally application and here National Trader is activated. So we have to shut this company. The shortcut is Alt F1 and then select the company Indus Enterprise. So yes, Indus Enterprise is activated here. Now in this practical 3, we'll start with the inventory part. But before starting with the inventory, let us discuss some theory about inventory. So first we are going to have something known as stock groups. Now stock group is a main classification of a stock item. Stock item is nothing but goods. The goods that we purchase and sell. Okay. So goods that we purchase and sell is known as a stock item, and the main classification of a stock item is stock group. So we are going to create two stock groups, television and music system. These both the stock groups are under primary. It means these two are primary stock groups. Then under television and music system, we are going to have Sony TV, Philips TV, Videocon TV, as well as Sony Music System and Videocon Music System. These are under television or under music system. So these are called as sub stock group. I repeat, television and music system are primary stock group and these 5 are sub stock group. So let us start creating with the stock groups in Tally. So that we have opened Indus Enterprise, let us go to inventory info. Then we will go to stock groups. If you notice here, display and alter options are non-functional. It means there is nothing to display and nothing to alter. So by default Tally gives us 0 stock group. So we have to create our own stock group. So we go to multiple create and we select all items. And let us first create both the primary stock groups. We have television and music system under primary. So television under primary. The next question is, should the quantities of items be added? So suppose under television, if we are going to create some stock item, that is goods, so should the goods be added? Can the goods be added? So I will say yes, televisions we can add them. And then next is music system, so under primary and then yes. So usually we put this option yes because the stock items are addable. Next we should accept the screen. Now since both the primary stock groups are created, let us go ahead and display this. So we can see music system and television are under primary. So 2 primary stock groups have been created. Let us go back and once again go to create and then once again select all items. Now let us create the sub stock groups. So we have Sony TV under television and if you notice here, by default it is yes. Then next is Philips TV under television, yes, and then Videocon TV under television. Similarly, Sony Music System under music system and Videocon Music System under music system. So we have created the 5 sub stock groups also. So total we have 2 primary stock group and 5 sub stock group. Let us accept the screen. Now if you go to display and select all items, we can see all the 7. So 2 are under primary, these are primary stock group, and the remaining 5 are under the primary group, these are called as sub stock group. Now let us proceed and create stock categories. Now stock categories are a parallel classification of stock item. It means stock categories can be optional also. So the main classification is stock group and the other way of classifying the stock item is stock category. So let us proceed. we press escape and go back to gateway of Tally. We go to inventory info. Now if you notice, stock category option is disabled by default in Tally, so we have to enable it from F11 features. If you see here F11, so in the keyboard I will press F11 and then we have to go to inventory features, and here we have option maintain stock category. Yes, so I want to maintain stock category, so I will accept this screen. The shortcut for accepting the screen is Control A and then escape. Now you can see the option stock category over here, which was earlier not visible. So let us go to stock category, and here also display and alter are non-functional because there is nothing to display. So by default we have 0 stock category. Let us go to multiple create and select all items, and we have to create 29 inches TV and 25 inches TV. So 29 inches TV under primary and 25 inches TV under primary, and let us accept the screen. If you go to display and then select all items, we can see both of them, 25 inches TV and 29 inches TV under primary. Let us escape and go back to gateway of Tally. After creating stock categories, if you see here, stock categories are disabled by default. Yes, so we have enabled it from F11 inventory feature. Now let us proceed and create the following go down. So let us go back to gateway of Tally, inventory info. If you notice here, go down option is also not available here. So by default, stock category as well as go down is disabled in Tally, so we have to enable it from F11. So I'll press F11 and then go to inventory feature, and then we have maintain multiple go down. We'll say yes and then accept the screen. The shortcut is Control A and then go back, escape, and you can see go down option is now visible. Now Tally gives us by default one go down, which is our main location, but we will not use the main location. We'll create our own go down. So let us go to multiple create and then select all items. Now Bangalore and Mumbai go down under primary. So Bangalore and Mumbai under primary, and let us accept the screen. Okay, so we have created both the go down. Let us display both the go down. Yes, we created Bangalore and Mumbai go down, and main location was given by default by Tally. So by default there is one go down in Tally, that is main location. Now let us go back to gateway of Tally. Create the following units of measure. So we have one simple units of measure, which is NOS, and which stands for numbers. So let us go to inventory info and then units of measure, and then see by default there is no units of measure to display. So by default 0 units of measure Tally gives. So we have to create our own units of measure. Now it is asking us symbol. Symbol is given as NOS, and the formal name is given as numbers. So we'll put numbers. And do you want any decimal places? No. So we'll just press accept and then press escape, and let us display what we created. So we created NOS symbol and then we created formal name numbers. So let us go back to gateway of Tally and let us proceed. Now we have to create the stock items. Now before starting with the stock item, the first table which we see here belongs to television. So all these are some or the other type of television. And the second table which we see here, all these are type of music system. So if you notice, category we can give only to television, whereas for music system it is not applicable. Whereas the second column is under, so these are our stock groups. So we created these stock groups, if you remember, Sony TV, Philips TV, Videocon TV, as well as Sony Music System and Videocon. Now it is a time to use the stock group, and we need to create the stock item. So when we create stock item, we have to specify it goes under which stock group, under which stock category, and under which units of measure. So our final output will be our stock item, that is nothing but goods. So let us proceed. I'm going to create all this stock item in multiple mode. So let us go to inventory info, then stock item, and by default we have 0 stock item, you can see here, and then we go to multiple create and then all items. So the first name is Sony 25 inches television under Sony TV under 25 inches, and symbol is NOS, enter. Sony 29 inches television under Sony TV under 29 inches, numbers. Similarly we have Philips 25 inches television under Philips TV 25 inches, numbers, and then Philips 29 inches TV under Philips TV, 29 inches numbers. Next we have Videocon, 25 inches TV under Videocon TV, 25 inches numbers. And then Videocon, 29 inches TV under Videocon TV, 29 inches and numbers. Okay, now we just accept the screen, and once again we go to create all items. Let us proceed further. The last one is Sony tape recorder. Under Sony music system, and category we cannot apply because this category belongs to television, so we'll say not applicable. The numbers, Sony CD player under Sony music system, not applicable, numbers. And then similarly Videocon tape recorder under Videocon music system, not applicable, numbers. And Videocon CD player under Videocon music system, not applicable, and numbers. And this way we can create all the stock items. So we should accept the screen. If you go to multiple display and select all items, we can see all the 11 stock items which we created. So let us press escape and go back to Gateway of Tally. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.